Okay, so let's get back to the celebrate because we've already got to the teary part. Our next speaker today is Leslee Thompson. Okay. Thanks, Leslie. I can see you in the crowd.
Thank you, Wendy. My name is Leslee Thompson, and I am the President and Chief Executive Officer here at Kingston General Hospital. And it gives me great pleasure to be here today to participate on behalf of the hospital, and most importantly also for today to be here along with many members of our cancer team that are here today from the Cancer Center. We're thrilled that so many of you could be here today, and I think that your points around this is really an opportunity to build on a long-standing partnership and the great success that we've had. I also can't miss this opportunity to say thank you for all that the Canadian Cancer Society has done for us and with us at the Cancer Center at KGH and serving people across southeastern Ontario. It's been just fantastic, and all the statistics that you talked about this morning, they come to life every day with the tremendous contributions of the volunteers, and I want to say thank you very much. And I'm sure that that the relay now, with the ability to most importantly raise money for research, but also to contribute back to the Cancer Center, will make a great meaningful difference, and we're very grateful for that. You also mentioned that we've all got personal stories, and I'm sure that many in the room do, and I couldn't help but think as you were talking today that I started out as a volunteer with the Canadian Cancer Society in one of the little yellow smocks. Back when I was age 12 was my first exposure to the Canadian Cancer Society, and I helped arrange flowers and serve tea in the Princess Margaret Hospital Lodge in its original spot in Toronto. So, and then had a career, my whole early career as an oncology nurse, and that was my kind of primary way in terms of connecting with the lives of so many people that have been touched by cancer. And it's great to be celebrating this next chapter of the partnership with you today. So I know we're going to hear from Sherry soon, who will talk about her personal story, and my guess is that we're going to be all incredibly inspired by your story as well as others to really get ourselves out and be part of this great relay. And I'm really honored to be registering the first of many teams that will be part of Kingston General Hospital and the Kingston Relay for Life, and to support this great fundraising initiative. Because this is actually much more than just fundraising. It's raising awareness of cancer and all that it means, and by raising awareness, we are contributing to the fight against cancer, and it's a fight we can all participate in. So thank you for creating that opportunity for us, and thanks all for being here today. Wendy.
Certainly those are great words, Leslie. Thank you so much. Before I introduce Denise, who's ready to go, I just wanted to mention that our goal in the Relay for Life, many of you know that we go to RMC, and that we do have 90 teams registered, and teams are registering every day. I love it when I get those emails. It's kind of a happy email. And what our goal is to find RMC too small for our teams. I think we can probably handle, and I think we can handle another 60 teams there, maybe 70, but our goal is to have to say to RMC, can you open up some more space for us? So I'd love that to be this year, because given Martin's statistics, we could raise $500,000 and start recording, which was wonderful. So without you.
Well, I'd like to thank our friends at the Canadian Cancer Society for opening up this wonderful partnership opportunity for us. I'm the Executive Director of the University Hospitals Kingston Foundation, and we have a partnership of our own, and that we are the fundraising organization on behalf of 3 different hospitals here in Kingston, and very proudly affiliated with Kingston General Hospital and the Cancer Center of Southeastern Ontario in this event. I wanted to thank Martin and his colleague Susan Horvath, who first raised this glimmer of an idea at an event we ran into each other in Toronto, probably about almost a year ago, I would think. And I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the leadership of Mary Hobbs, who's the Regional Director for Eastern Ontario and has been a phenomenal partner with us throughout the Together We Can campaign and in all of our discussions about this activity. And also our board chair of the University Hospitals Kingston Foundation, Richard Kizel, who provides leadership to us on the volunteer front and plays a very important role in our success. We are big proponents of partnership as a means of mobilizing community support. It's through partnership with our community that we've been able to see the amazing new facilities constructed on behalf of the cancer program here at Kingston General. And we know that we share an important common goal with the leadership and the frontline volunteers of the Cancer Society to advance medical research and to fight cancer and to find cures for the many forms of cancer that are a challenge for community members and our family and people that we love. And here at the Cancer Centre in Kingston, we are fortunate to have extraordinary people who deliver care, but also an extraordinary team who are advancing research through the clinical trials group and through Queen's and through activities happening right here in this hospital. Our own foundation team has been touched significantly by cancer. Many of you will know that our campaign chair, Ian Wilson, was diagnosed with prostate cancer 2 weeks after we agreed to be our campaign chair, and valiantly battled both his cancer and our very significant goal, and helped us to take it past a $70 million level of support from the community, including support for our cancer center, all the while receiving care and treatment. And so he's an incredible inspiration for us. And the other individual who's been an inspiration for our foundation team would of course be Larry Gibson, who'd be well known to all of us as the individual who made an extraordinarily generous gift to enable the construction of facilities for the Cancer Center and for this entire community. And so in memory of Larry and in honor of Ian and in recognition of all the people in our lives who've been touched by cancer, our foundation is putting 2 teams in. And we have put together luminaries that tell the stories of some of the many folks that we are connected to and in whose honor we join you. Just as I close off today, I would really like to just give a word to the volunteers who are working on this relay. Volunteers are absolutely the lifeblood of everything good that happens in every community. And philanthropic activity and volunteerism are not only an important source of funding for research, but they're an incredible encouragement to people who battle illness. And so I want to thank you for taking on leadership roles and for your commitment and your vision. We are honored to walk alongside you in the relay coming up in June. And with that, I'm going to hand things back to Wendy. Thank you so much.
Well, we're moving right along then, and I get to introduce now Sherry. So Sherry is the chair this year of Relay for Life, and she has big shoes to fill and is doing a great job.
My name is Sherry Lemery, and I have the extreme honor to be this year's volunteer co-chair for the Relay for Life, along with Danny Lund. And there's Miss Steve. Our planning committee is made up of a group of dedicated, dynamic, and creative individuals. Last year, our event hosted over 2,000 people, and we raised close to $250,000. Way to go, Kingston. I've been asked to speak today on why I relay. A number of years ago, a group of girls from my work decided that we needed to participate in a community fundraising event. One of the girls had walked in relay and thought it was a great fit for us. So friends and co-workers formed a team, and we did some fundraising, got a tent, got some decorations, and had our first Relay for Life experience. I'm not sure if it was that first survivor lap or the lighting of the luminaries, but I was hooked. Following that first relay event, cancer touched my family directly. My mother-in-law and my aunt were both diagnosed with cancer. We rallied our families and our friends together as a team and decided to give back. We needed to show our appreciation of the care and the dedication that these ladies received and to help fight against this terrible disease. And we are happy to say that both of these ladies are doing very well. We all have our reasons why we spend the night walking the track or why we volunteer on the relay committee. Mine are several, but I know that it takes a community to make a difference, and I want to be part of that community and part of that difference. I'd like to take this opportunity now to ask all of the survivors in the room to please stand, and Joan is going to thank our survivors. I need to thank Joan for being our mentor for As Martin has mentioned, funds raised through the Canadian Cancer Society and the Relay for Life goes to research, cancer prevention programs, cancer support programs, as well as transportations for the individuals who can't get to and from their treatment. This could be your neighbor, your friend, or even a loved one that has used this service. Relay for Life is an opportunity to get together with family and friends, to celebrate our cancer survivors, to remember the loved ones that have lost their battle, and to fight back in the hope of finding a cure for this terrible disease. On behalf of myself and the organizers of this amazing event, we would like to extend an invitation to survivors and members of the community out to a fun-filled evening of entertainment, celebration, and giving back. Our relay takes place on Friday, June the 1st at 7 o'clock at the Royal Military College. And as spoken, we have luminaries on display as for sale as well. And Christine is going to set up her laptop, and we can sign up teams today. So if anybody's interested in signing up teams, we're ready for you.
Don't put it off.
No, don't put it off. In closing, Relay for Life is not just an event. It's a life-changing experience, and together we can make a difference.
Sherry, and thank you, all of you, for coming out today to be a part of this great collaboration. We're certainly looking forward to seeing, 20, 30 teams coming. I don't want to, what do you think? Can we do better than that, Julie? What do you think? We certainly will welcome all teams, and if you have not been to Relay, there is nothing that can describe it, the lighting of the luminaries, and it is extremely touching, and in some times people will say that it's hard, but I will tell you that every time I light that luminary for my sister, I know she lives on, and that's what it's all about, and all of our survivors too. So thank you again so much for coming, and please, I'd like to see a lineup. Christina's ready to go, she's fired up, and we would love to show you how to register online, and then Relay is 365 days a year, so keep the thought and keep the faith, and thank you so much for being here today.